short channel. Look at this car I found. Look how little that car is. Does that thing look teeny or what? It looks like a micro car to me. I can't believe how small it is. That's a year newer than the car I drive. It looks miniature. Now, riding in the car here doesn't feel small at all. I've got 6 inches of head space, plenty of leg space. The only time it gets a little crowded is to get someone as big as me in here, where, like my friend Don rides with me. We bump shoulders, so we usually ride with the windows open so we don't have to have our shoulders touching. But other than that, it's a pretty decent little car. This guy pulled out in front of me, and I was just like, holy cow, look at that little micro car. And I got up closer to him, and it was an orange Suzuki Alto. I'll show you as I go by. Look at that little thing. Micro, guys. Micro. I just thought it was kind of funny. I thought I'd tell you that. You can't really tell in the camera the size of it. But our brother-in-law, Mark, he just bought a Toyota Wigo. And that's Toyota's smallest car. 1000cc 3-cylinder engine. He got an automatic version. We went for a drive probably about a month ago by now. We went down to McDonald's, and then asked me they want to go, so I took him the long way home up through the mountains and stuff. And it was a real nice riding car. And I parked next to his car, and when we got home, I was surprised how much smaller my car is than his car is. And then when I got in my car felt like a rattle trap piece of crap. I tell you that. But I sure do like this little car. We've had nothing but good luck with it. Only problem, I put a battery in it. I broke a belt on it so far. I had a, whatever you call the thing, the brake thing in the back. Whatever that is, some kind of cylinder or something. One of those went. A couple light bulbs. The flasher unit went one time. I've blown the fuse on the horn a couple times, but I was using different horns. But other than that, it's been a great little car. I think we put over 30,000 kilometers on it so far. Might have been even more than that, I'm not sure. I'll have to look at it once. But a lot though. I have no desire to ever drive a bike here ever again. These highways are crazy. I had to go to town today. I did a couple videos with my other phone, my extra phone. I was sitting in the car here, and I got a little clamp there that I use for dash cam, and I use it for videos. And I was just sitting in the car in the air conditioning because it's 110 degrees outside, and when I got in the house to take the videos off so I could put them up for you guys, my phone wouldn't. I plugged it into it's got that, it doesn't have the C plug, it has the old plug in it. It's a Vivo phone from India. It's a good phone, a pretty good phone, but it wouldn't register on the computer. And the cord I had, I knew it worked. It used to work anyway, but it doesn't work now. So I messed around with it for about 2 hours trying to get the videos off. I finally used what do you call it? Little USB, like little plug-in thing on it, and I clicked something inside called My Files or something like that, or I think it's a Google thing or something. I'm not sure what it is. And I could have swore I transferred all the files to this little device. I went to put it in the other computer, or put it in the computer, and there's nothing on it. And then, I can't remember how I finally got them off. Oh, I tried to download them. I tried to download them to another phone, and that phone just spun. It just had a thing in there spinning for over 2 hours, and I was just going to turn it off, but it kept saying your files are downloading, and so it took 2 hours to download 5 little files so I could get to them. Then I made them into videos for you guys. So today, this morning, we needed to get some sardines for the dogs, and Martha needed some soy sauce and vinegar, and some dishwashing stuff. I don't know what else she got. And I had to get my medication. 10 days of medication is all I can afford at times. Got 10 days of medication. And went to another store, and I bought a 3-way plug. It has the C plug, the old USB plug, and an Apple plug on it. Got that home and tried it out, and my phone still wouldn't work. So I went into the phone to try to find there's something called USB debugging in the developer section. I could not find the developer section. I could not get to it for my life. I spent almost 2 hours on it. I finally gave up and decided to go into the shop where I bought the phone from. And the lady knew exactly what I wanted, but she couldn't find it either. She handed it to her technician guy, and he found it on it with a computer plugged into it. Just a second, he goes, everything's turned on like it's supposed to be. And I said, well, can you try this plug? I just bought it 2 hours ago. The C plug works, but the other plug doesn't work. So she pulls out a plug off her shelf, plugs that in, it works perfect. She goes, it's only $150. I tap my pocket. I go, I don't even have a peso. She goes, well, you can pay me tomorrow or something. I said, okay. I said, wait a minute, let me run to my car and I'll see if I got some change. And I had 161 pesos in my car, so I was able to buy it. That way I don't have to go back tomorrow and look like some broke moron. And so next time I make some videos in the car with the Vivo phone, at least I'll be able to get them off them again. I got a good cord now, so it's funny how a cord can all of a sudden stop working without even using it. How can it just stop working? I don't get it. But I thought the phone changed its settings on me or something like that, and I've had that happen before, where phones have just changed. I had a phone one time where you looked at it, and all of a sudden it would go through all the stuff you did during the day. It'd go through every program, everything you push on, it would just start going backwards through the stuff you did for the whole day. And that was a brand new phone. That was back when the Androids first started. And I took it to a guy that I bought off, a real, kind of a jerk, and just lied through his teeth on me. Took it like 4 or 5 times, and he sent it in, and I looked at it every day. Didn't do nothing he said. Gave it back to me, and took it home. Before I got 5 minutes into it, started doing all the stuff again. Took it back to him again. Then I started making kind of a fuss about it. And finally, he got all disgusted, took a new phone out of a box, gave me the phone, and gave someone else my old phone in the box. You know. And that works great here because most of the Filipinos will never complain about anything. It's just hilarious. But that's the way it goes sometimes. There's no customer service here. There's no returns. Even though it says in the Constitution or whatever the laws are, you have 3 days to return any product for any reason whatsoever. And you have 7 days to return a product if it's damaged, which is still a joke, but at least there's a law for those two things. And you try to take something back 30 seconds after you bought it, they won't take it back. Even the department store and everything. You gotta make a huge fuss, and there'll be a guard there with a shotgun because you're you raise your voice, and you know, I can't tell you, but I've gone through it too many times. But I once bought a motorcycle helmet, and the checkout girl rang it up and then scratched off a sticker off of it. And I looked at it, and she scratched the helmet. I said, I want a different one. I don't want this one here. You just scratched it. And she's like, well, I just rang it up. You have to pay this. I said, give me a different helmet. I'll be happy to pay for it. And of course, that was the only helmet they had in the entire store. You know, it just went on and on and on and on and on. You get these shift managers who are nobody trying to tell you what to do. And got to the point where I finally had to get the actual manager of the store down to straighten it out, which is ridiculous. I had a friend that walked in the Altura store one time with a baseball hat on. And he's got his head shaved and stuff. He's all covered with tattoos. Nice guy. Was a nice guy at one time. And the guard stopped and said, you can't come in with that hat on. You got to check it with the bags and stuff. It's like, I'm not checking my hat. He goes, well, you can't come in then. Well, so finally the guy pushed his way through the guard, started shopping. Before you know it, there's like 4 guards on him. They actually drug him out of the store because he wore a baseball hat. I've walked into the store before with a full-size bolo, a machete, and they say at the counter when you walk in, say you need to check your bolo. Oh, okay, no problem. And take it with you and walk out in the street with it, whatever you want to do with it. But you're not allowed to have a pocket knife here. Does that make any sense? Okay. I'll let you guys go. I'm getting off topic. Take care, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Take care.